Welcome everyone to the Monday night Bitcoin all-time high full moon stream. Sorry I was late. My camera was being a pain. Hopefully I didn't just scare the kitty pants off my cats in my house. Like, what the heck was that? But welcome everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On the channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. And guys, it's pretty crazy. I was making myself laugh, but I think the past couple weeks, past couple months, we've been pretty dead on with our price targets and where we've been drawing our, kindergarten, lines on the charts, and it's been hitting pretty hard. But I think the thing that I'm laughing about is that I didn't make any money from being right. Very little. And so it's really that, so a lot of what we can talk about today on this live stream is to trust yourself, trust your intuition, and maybe just double down, because why not believe in something and have that be yourself and your TA. but I was just laughing. I was like, man, I was right about all this. And I was like, man, I was seeing Ansem being super bearish. He was like, oh, my gut says 100K. And I was like, well, my gut says you're an idiot. And so I was like, no, I don't see that. It's just, it doesn't really, like on the charts, it just, not even just a feeling, but it just seemed like there was like a bit of a buildup leading into another leg up to the upside. It was just, I don't know. I was just trying to double down on being more bullish when I was seeing all that type of bearishness. I couldn't stand it. So we had to counteract, and we had to almost inverse Ansem, like inverse Kramer, because it was funny. We pointed this out. We said, oddly enough, Kramer was saying buy crypto, while Ansem, one of the most, I guess, is in the one of the top KOLs, influencers, people, a lot of crypto people know who Ansem is. He's got almost 1 million followers on Twitter, on X, and he basically just was like, gut says 100K. I don't know what he was eating, but it's ridiculous. It's insane. Jay Spizzle's in the house. What's going on? So we talked a little bit earlier today about this OpenAI deal with AMD. And so we were curious on AMD chips compared to some of the other competitors. And so for laptops, instead of mobility, it says ARM options. But this didn't really give me too good of a breakdown, but what we did break down earlier was the AMD chart, and just it actually pumped pretty well. But we were just looking at overall any of the tech stocks and chip companies, GPUs, anything like that's gonna be heavily involved in AI or making deals with some of the biggest AI companies. Then it's probably going to get some market share, going to get some volume, and this might go into the case of speculation how AI is going to grow to these, wacko numbers that some of the speculators are putting out there, that this is going to continue to grow. It's going to be a bubble, because some people think the AI bubble and the crypto bubble is just going to, it's already at a point where it's going to pop. But I'm more on the side that it's just going to continue to grow and become a massive giant bubble for the next 10 years, and then it's going to be this massive growth. And then it's going to be a competition that really drives a lot of the innovation. And that's what drove the innovation for a lot of stuff, was the competition, or to be like the auto industry, the space race, I'm almost anything. That competition kind of, and also with the quote, competition, free market, and also with a capitalist, democratic setup kind of society here, It's well, it's also 9 o'clock headband, and I bet you look exactly the same as I do right now. So you can shut up, all right? Probably look exactly the same. Let me see you on camera right now at 9 o'clock. The end of the day. I bet your eyes look exactly the same as my eyes. So what are you talking about? I just don't have my glasses on, all right? I just don't have my glasses on. Anyway. But you distracted the hell out of me. Yeah, fight. What was I talking about? I don't even know what the hell I was even talking about anymore. All right, let's just get on track here. We want to talk about the Bitcoin moon phases here, because every time we come up to a full moon, we're getting there, get a lot of build up, and then it's interesting because look at on the daily, you forget about people make fun of these things like the moon phases. People make fun of the moon phases, and I wasn't really tracking the moon phase as an indicator. I was just more so I was just seeing this I don't know, I drew this trend here and I said we got so far down here that was the double bottom, and I guess that was like my indication. We got a double bottom Wyckoff. It's gonna, if it breaks this and I even drew it right here. I drew this line right here. I said, hey, if we can break this resistance right here, then I feel like it's gonna pop. And the candle for the daily was just like zoom. It just went flying. So for me, I didn't need to look at a bunch of whatever. I was just like, okay, it crossed here and it was looking really bullish and the volume was just coming in hard. And you may ask yourself, like, why was that happening? Well, the Bitcoin ETFs were going insane. Look at this. Over the past couple days, starting on the 30th, at the very end of September, they started busting in. Yo, what's going on? We got Lost on Crypto. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. And welcome everyone. So yeah, this did attribute to a lot of the Bitcoin volume, but then we also had whales accumulating. We had just institutions buying, and then but also we didn't even have Michael Saylor buying. I don't think he bought. He didn't buy. So what's driving up the Bitcoin price? Yeah, it was just a really nice test to that 1.8. This was a nice fake out. I mean, what a great fake out. What a great fake out. Because this was where the timeline was being really bearish. And I was like, look, we had the bearish case scenario too. We didn't think we were going to go to 100K. That was bearish, because I get it. Here's the support of 105. And we were getting scared, very scarily close. And what's interesting is we had some volume and liquidity right here and right here. So those would be obvious spots if you're looking at the chart at those order blocks. And how you can pull this up and look at this, you can go to order block detector, and it's the Lux Algo order block detector. And this is a fun one because it kind of does reveal where price can sometimes be led to. But in this case, it stopped right at the top of the line. A lot of the times it can go to the middle. You can see the middle price here. I've seen wicks just hit right in there too, just boom, and then it'll fly off. So what it did is it stopped here and continued kind of in this channel and created this double bottom. So that eliminated the bearish case scenario of it going to 105 or 100. So I'm glowing orange. You said you're glowing orange, man. Good. Let's go. Is the lighting good? No, I'm normally not on the screen like this, but I wanted to fix. I didn't want I wanted everything to look look good. But Headband's making fun of my eyes. What's wrong with my eyes? What's wrong with my freaking eyes? It's probably because I don't have my glasses on. Give my, you know, I said, why not? But look at this, man. Look at this line. I said, look at that line. We're gonna hit that line, baby. And I think it was because was that the fib? No, that wasn't. I don't know. Why did I draw that line? I was like, it's going there. I just had a feeling. I was like, this is it. That's the line. All right, so the moon is full. Every time we've been in this non-full moon, this kind of went bearish. And then when you look at the full moons, it's bullish. You look at this. This is what's funny. So right here it was bearish, but then the full moon didn't start till over here. But then we just started going crazy. Here we had a full moon, bullish. Would you like more viewers? Sure. No. I'm streaming on Kick, and then I'm about to just stop streaming on there. Full moon right there, that was a pump. Full moon right there, that was a pump. Man, look at that double bottom and the pump. So this is what's interesting right here. Double bottom pump. And let's look at it on the Apex chart. We're going to look at Bitcoin on the Apex chart here. This is my price target based on this move from the bottom here was about it was about 100% from here to here. I was measuring about that. I think that's going to be about the same move. You know, Moon Boy measurement has, you know, no rhyme or reason, but I think we could go up another, I think we could go up 44% from that bottom right here. We're about to get halfway there to 132,000. That's a great price. That's a price that a lot of people have been calling, 132,000. And then it's go time, baby. We start to go up to 150. I'd love to hit 150 like way before even we get to into December, and then by the end of the year, like we get past 150, and then that's where we get a nice consolidation that scares the crap out of people, and then when we go into quarter one, that's when it goes to 200K, 200 something K. And people are like rushing to buy back in. Some people that sold like all their bags, you know, they're just like, they lose their minds. But we really don't know. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. But we're all taking the risk. Yeah, volume. Yeah, we'll look at the volume here. Let's see how the trading volume is on, there we go. Let's look at so bright. Holy moly. Trading volume on the top coins. So top to bottom right now on the first 100 page, we got a Bitcoin, second Ethereum at $43 billion, Solana's at $7.3 billion, XRP 6.2 billion, BNB right under that, and then we have Plasma. Interesting enough, Plasma, this XPL has 4 billion right up under BNB. Dang. Okay. And then Dogecoin. Dogecoin always has super high volume. This is what's interesting about Dogecoin. And I just keep thinking that when Bitcoin, every time Bitcoin has gone to its all-time high, Dogecoin has made like had made massive highs. And as well as other coins in this realm, like where certain coins, like they follow Dogecoin really well. Dogecoin's one of these. Pepe, I've noticed, became one of those coins that when Bitcoin starts to really pump, like Pepe stays strong. When a lot of the times the alts will bleed into Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance will go up, Bitcoin starts to pump. I'd wonder where Bitcoin dominance is right now and how some of the alts might be kind of struggling to kind of move up along with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's stealing the show, you know? But I will say, guess who is actually pumping right now in terms of volume with Bitcoin is Ethereum, because Ethereum passed 4,700. We didn't get to that yet because Ethereum went to 4,700. Ethereum just started pumping. And so I had this feeling that Ethereum was going to start to get that volume again, and we were going to see some of the legacy ETH coins like Aave and, you know, things like that. That's why we got into the Aave trade. I think that one might be actually a really nice long swing long trade to in terms of trying to, you know, swing for the fence on those to see what happens. Yeah, so Headband says, do you think BNB will pass XRP? I mean, gosh, it's getting close. It's just XRP right now, you know, it does still look bullish. Like, I think it'll pump with the alts at as a whole with sentiment, because the XRP army is pretty strong, but they're not as strong as any sell pressure that comes with people that have way more supply. So, and this Linnea thing with Ethereum getting the partners, like partnering with the Swift banking like rail, they are helping Swift to just, then they're using Linnea instead of it. It was always like, oh, Swift's like XRP is going to work with Swift or whatever. I mean, XRP's been around for so long that I remember looking at CoinMarketCap at different years. It showed the top 10 of CoinMarketCap's list going back all the way to 2000, I think 2013 or something, or 2014. It was one of those years. I can't remember exactly when, but it was pretty far back. And so it showed all the top 10s, and it was like all these different coins. Some of you might have heard of, and some that you know that are still in the top 10 today. And so it's interesting how that list has changed over time, and where XRP was, how it, you know, it still has been up there. It's been through a lot, you know, it's a lot of controversy. I think in terms of just fundamentals alone, just like the chart, I think it can go to $4.50. But beyond that, I don't know. I don't think it's going to go to freaking $50 or $100 or all these crazy like numbers that people are saying. If anything, BNB, like Headband's kind of pointing out, like, is BNB about to pass XRP? It could very well. I mean, I'm not going to say in market cap, but I mean, the fact that like Plasma is getting close to trading volume, up close to almost past BNB and XRP, and Dogecoin is already climbing up to past XRP. I mean, so I think XRP does have a lot of competition. I think they might not like, I don't know if they would rightfully admit that, but they could, it's like good tech. Okay. I mean, there's like you talk about Headband, there's good tech right now. There's privacy tech like Zera, you know, that is like kind of, you know, going back to the original ethos of crypto. Is supposed to be private. You know, you're not supposed to be able to see everyone's stuff, like in a way. You know, it's like if someone could go and peek at your bank account. So it's like someone could peek at your bank account, see everything that you just purchased and every single item, what you got on Amazon, what you have ordered to your house, all that. Do you want that? So it's like, this is maybe why the case for privacy coins later in the bull run, and privacy. Yeah, privacy is key, because you think about it, you're like, oh, do I want people to see my shit? No. I mean, mostly like, I mean, there's stuff that you'll tell people that you buy, but there's just stuff that just like, it's just naturally private, because it's like, that's your life. You need to have privacy. Not everyone needs to know what the hell you're doing. And sometimes it's like, You know, if you're around people that are gossipy and they just like are telling everyone's business, everyone needs to know about everything, get away from those people fast. Gotta have, you gotta be able to like, gotta have your, your private family life. And so, it might be that privacy coins end up being the end game rotation of millionaires at the end of the bull run. Like Monero might end up getting crazy amounts of volume coming in from Bitcoin whales that are like, yeah, I'm gonna like park some money here. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this. So we had an image made. I don't know if it like. It says top that we want to see if like what this is AI. So this is what AI thinks is the top privacy coins. Top privacy coins, and some of them are actually like more privacy protocols, because we have some projects are privacy coins, and then we have, while others are privacy protocols like Railgun, which sounds very familiar. I feel like I've heard of Railgun. It's on-chain ZK privacy for DeFi. So, and what's interesting is there is also a ZK thing going on with OMNI chain with Apex, because you see down here at the very bottom, well, you can't see it, but it says ZK link, powered by ZK.link. So that's actually happening on there. So, but yeah, so as of today, Monero, Beldex, Decreed, Verge, Tornado Cash, Zcash, Dash, Xano, that's cool, Xano, Ring CT confidential assets, Railgun, so that's the protocol. And then we have Pirate Chain, which is the ZK Snarks privacy by default. I would like to have it to generated me with the prices as well. Maybe I can prompt that real quick. See, generate that same image but with the prices. All right, let's see how it does. And thank you guys for tuning in. We're just hanging out. We're just vibing. Yes, please do that. I got to get back on. Sorry, I can't fetch the live chat. No, that's fine. Just do it. Oh my gosh. It's not working. It's not doing what I want it to do. It's okay. All right, well, since we pulled up the Apex page, we'll show you guys the trades that we're in. TON, Apex, Aave, and we're probably going to end up looking at, because you can't really, can you long Monero? Because there's not very many places where you can probably long Monero, but that might be a good play. We're going to have to look at that real quick. Yeah, who's got perps? Who's got the perps on Monero? You got Binance, Kraken. Okay, all right. Oh yeah, OURBIT, nice. Okay. I mean, look at this. The chart looks great. We're gonna go to another little privacy chart. I'll pull this up for Headband. This is his baby right now. He's really stoked about this one. Like I said, I own 20 bucks of it, so I have like no stake in it at all, but I bought a little bit to show support and to have myself follow this thing. We got some buys coming in. But yep, it's a nice steady chart. Just kind of trudging along. It just made the migration. So this thing was called Monopoly Money. It was a pump fund token that was created, but then eventually was built around this protocol that they're trying to do, this portable and secure digital cash. And yeah, don't tell anyone. I know, yeah. It's 33 million is a good spot, because it's like it's not under 10 million, but it's not over 1 million, which a lot of projects that are like trash will go past 100 million. So this thing, which seems like it's actually building something, it has someone who is doxed working on it, and who knows? It might just do really well. So you just never know. But yeah, it's trudging along. But I'm tracking it. But it's interesting. It's what I was just talking about. That's what the description is. It says a return to the foundational principles of cryptocurrency, which is the aspect of privacy. And so Zera turns the assets you already hold into private, portable, and secure digital cash. So what are they doing? So if you just read that little tagline there, it means that they're probably going to have this protocol, which will be powered by the Zera token. There probably is going to be some type of, I'm sure there's going to be some incentives of holding Zera. And then inside that protocol, you'll be able to put your assets in there. You can hold it, but then whatever you do inside and send from protocol to protocol is private. Am I getting this right? I think so. Don't know which assets, how many coins, if it's all coins, how are they going to do this? I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, because it says Zera's going to turn your assets you already hold into private, portable, and secure digital cash. So they're gonna figure out a way to do that. But also there is a project. Oh, and there's gonna be a hardware device. Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah, there's like he was going on a trip or something. The dev was going on a trip. He's got a bunch of portable devices to kind of test out from going from device to device, and testing how that probably functions. If you guys remember, Shibtoshi, one of the Shiba Inu whales, he built with his team. Yeah, offline. Yeah, he built with his team Silent Swap. So that's kind of a similar thing. He's very much private person, and so it's very fitting that he created Silent Swap. And it's powered by the Squid Grow token, I think, as well. But then there's the silent swap is a privacy protocol to where anything that you go in there and do, like once you go in, I don't think that I think you can't see the entry, and you can't see what's going in and out. So that's also a kind of like I think it's it's a long play. And yeah, Shibtoshi is super nice. He's a really nice dude. Was very nice to me. Even offered to get me into karate combat. Luckily I already had a ticket, but he called me on X and was like, "Hey bro, I can get you tickets. Make sure you can get in." And it was just like, nope. I was like, no one's ever called me on X. No one's ever called me on X, and the dude freaking called me. So yeah, he's super solid, and he made a lot of money, and so he was able to just he's like, I'm putting the mask on, I'm checking out. On X with the bots, let's go. I didn't check how many bots are watching my channel right now. Let's see, 25. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. The Bitcoin market makers watch you, sir. No, they don't. They definitely don't. They definitely don't watch me. I don't know who watches me. I think it's just you guys. It's just you guys. That's it. It's just Headband, Ozzy, Trade Intuition sometimes, but he has his own channel, so you know he's working. But yeah, this is just a nice daily close. Nice daily close for Bitcoin. Nice daily close for ETH. Look at that. Look at that ETH candle. Oh my gosh. That's a deep V right there, my friends. That's a That's nice. That's a nice one. That's a V-shaped recovery if I ever saw one. That looks nice. That's beautiful. That looks really good. So, did I trade any of this? No. I didn't trade any Bitcoin. I didn't trade any ETH. Here's the thing. I mean, like, we have so much room to grow, and it's like there's going to be entries. Like, there's going to be entries, and especially if you're low leverage, if you're not going crazy, you're not being a degenerate. Because even doing 10x, you know, at certain points can just get you cooked. But if we can just be patient and just know that we have so much more room to grow, even with Bitcoin getting up, breaking all-time highs. I mean, that's just going to be the launch pad. But then we have ETH creeping up to breaking brand new all-time highs. I mean, we're sitting at a 1, 2, 3, 4th resistance spot that's going to turn into support here pretty soon. This thing is going to pop and turn into support here to bring us up to a new all-time high. And I'm going to do it again because I keep doing this and I'm right. And this is what's going to happen. This is what happened last time. Everyone was so friggin' bearish on ETH. And I was like, just be quiet. We need ETH. Stop it. And you're ridiculous. And then and then ETH started to go. The market did not give us max pain right here. We did not get the max pain, so we're going up to get some tendies. That is what is happening. Which is at $136,000. So, I mean, if we can get an entry to get to $136,000, that's a 9% move to the upside. So, I'd be cool with that. Same with ETH. We're going to be going to that level that I marked here. I don't know where the heck it went. %. I'll long ETH at the top. I don't care. I'll long Bitcoin at the freaking tippy top. I don't care. I'll Michael Saylor long the crap out of this thing right at the top. Watch me do it. Watch me long this thing right at the freaking top. I don't care. Headband, you watch me. We're gonna do it. But no, right now we're long on alts like an insane person. You got to remember, guys, we hold some pulse chain tokens. So if you're ever questioning my IQ, there it is. Bitcoin end of year 145K, bearish. I think it's going to go way higher. So Bitcoin dominance is at 59%, healthier structure. And with forward cast I 145K. We got nice ETF flows like we showed you. ETH and alt ETH at 4,500, up 2%. Let's see, 4,000 support, but total market cap, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. Neutral optimistic tone. Yep, we're kind of seeing a neutral optimistic tone. Besides people who have gut issues. I think we need to keep our eyes on Dogecoin. I think we need to go back to basics. We need to look at Dogecoin. We need to look at Pepe. Like, I know we want to look at the new coins and we want to be like, oh, what's new? Let's talk about what's new. These are, I mean, look at how strong it's just trading up. It's just boom, 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 boom. Scooby-Doo, bop, bop. Boom, boom, boom. It's just going up. Respecting levels. You got this nice big trend here. Big trend. Going up to that spot. The money shot right there, $1.76. I'm liking how Doge is looking. I'm really liking this. I'm liking it a lot. I wouldn't want to question Doge, fade Doge, along with the strength of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I just don't want to do it. Ticker Bitcoin is up 5%. Yes, let's go. This is also something that is trading really strong with some strength. The ETFs, or the ticker Bitcoin ETF. No, the NFTs, Sprotos. Kind of got like a debut on OpenSea with the ticker. Like, you can buy the token. Excuse me. But it's pretty cool. I don't know. If you haven't bought ticker Bitcoin yet, maybe buy it on OpenSea. Give it some volume. And also, if you want to use my link in the description for OURBIT, you can buy some ticker Bitcoin on there too. You can buy all your favorite meme coins and just like fundamental tokens and all the tokens that you like on there. And you can send them right out of the exchange. No problem, No questions asked. The exchanges I like. No funny business. We mentioned earlier, this is what is going to get people wrecked. You have 2 weeks to take profit. Bitcoin bull run is ending, analyst says. BS. This is crap. You have 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks. All those billionaires got 2 weeks to take profit on the Bitcoin and the ETH and all the things that they've been buying right now. And they're adding to their cost basis. But no, they have 2 weeks. Ridiculous. Now this is interesting. So the Grayscale enables staking in its Ethereum ETFs. How will this impact the market? I don't know. ETH go up? That'd be cool. The firm also enabled staking for its Grayscale Solana Trust, GSOL. Once GSOL receives regulatory approval to uplist as a spot exchange traded product, it would rank among the first Solana-based ETPs in the United States to support staking. Dang. Whoa, that actually might, that along with giving some of that, yeah, that would really, because we've talked about the Sol BTC ratio. Actually, it looks really good. It's like one of the stronger ones out of the BTC ratios. And then you look at the actual Sol chart, and it is in a cup and handle. I think it will break out. eventually here, and the breakout target is $907. So if we're willing to be patient and we can really just get a solid entry. I mean, if we can get us like a super entry here, we could be riding this trade up all the way to like the top of the alt season. And Crash made a really good point. He reminded me of one of my best trades I ever did. Two of them, actually. It was one USD perpetual trade on Bitcoin, and it was one inverse perpetual that used Bitcoin as the trade as well. Both of the trades were in the same price action target, which was around $30-something thousand. And Bitcoin at that point, the chart just looked good, and I just had to strike. And both of those trades made me like 4K or more each, and probably even more. It was like some of the biggest trades I had ever made, at like just trying to trade. But he made a good point that it's not about trading every single day. It's not about, trying to become a day trader. It's about waiting. It's about sitting and waiting. And then when you see the opportunity, you strike. You don't feel the FOMO. There's no emotion about it. You're not chasing it. It's just you've watched it long enough. You've studied it long enough. You've seen what's happened when it's, quote, either hit in some type of level or went into some type of zone from just previous moves, price action. And you kind of can match that with the sentence, just all the stars align. Maybe it's not 100%. You could be invalidated. That's why we have stop losses. Okay. That's why we have stop losses. But if you can get that entry, it's like, that's it. You don't have to, that's the trade. You could do that for a couple of things right now. So I think about it, and it's just not, you don't have to really chase it so much. It's just like, we can really practice some patience here. And with some news like this, think, wow, okay, 231 Sol, kind of creeping up here. Definitely got, some sell wall here, but I think ultimately it kind of builds up from an ultimate trend, pushing us at least to test into some new ranges and new territory for Solana with the ETF flows, going into $450. And if we're very patient, we can get a nice entry. You're talking an 88% move to the upside with what? I don't know, 2x, 3x, between 2 to 5x. Mega trade. Mega trade. But Bitcoin is stealing the show. ETH is still in the show. We know this. But there are other opportunities. All right, my friends. We just wanted to stream for just a like, we were supposed to stream for only about, well, how long did we stream for? 44 minutes? Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's about how long we wanted to stream. We said we were going to do for 30 minutes, but we ended up going for a little longer, but that's all good. Well, we hope you guys appreciated the breakdown and got a few laughs. Load the boat. Yes, Ozzy says load the boat. He definitely will say load the boat. He said wish XRP just identified as a meme coin so we can get that mega pump. That happened with Litecoin. Litecoin was like, I identify as a as a stick coin, and it kind of worked. It definitely started to get some attention. Look how happy I look. Looking at the ticker going to the moon. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing, my friends. Can screen that. All right, let's see if there. Let's just check and see if anything. Oh yeah, here we go. Altcoins are about to enter the banana zone. Yep, let's go. What chart? What chart's he looking at? The total. What is he looking at? The total. The total 3 or something. What chart was that? That's a familiar chart. Yeah, I think he's looking at the total 3. It's like a cup and handle. Cup and handle. But what's so crazy is that, like, look at this. Eric Esposito. Oh man, now people are popping in. They want to. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, my target for the total. Wait. No, okay, this is the right one. Yeah, so it was like a cup and handle breakout. It kind of got stopped out a little bit. Like it's almost hit its target. It's getting close. It's getting close to hit its target. So it's got 1.3 trillion for a total 3. And then the real target is up here, like 2 trillion. Like that's where I feel like that's the real target. Like this is where we should be. This is like should be like the real price. You know, because we have like this. Yeah. Oh, the Cubs game is going to be one for the history. Oh, who are they playing? We got the Chiefs playing the Jags right now. But you got the... What are you talking? Oh, baseball. I'm like, not football. Jeez. Is this happening? This is happening right now. It hasn't ended yet. Is this on right now, or is this this hasn't happened? I don't know. I don't follow baseball. I don't follow baseball. I don't follow football. I'm not parlaying. Oh, it's 3-3, top of the second inning. Nice. When I was into baseball, when I was watching baseball, I was really into the Cincinnati. I was in the Cincinnati Reds. I liked the Reds. I liked the Cardinals. Yeah, that was kind of the. I know, yeah. Because of Mark McGrath, you know, Mark McGrath was like a big deal, like in the late 90s, and so yeah, Mark, like, yeah, that was I was like, yeah, Mark McGrath, King Griffey Jr. And you guys remember King Griffey Jr. Baseball on N64, and also the All Stars. Woo! Oh my gosh, I played that all the time. That was fun. And every batter, they had their stance down. Like if you remember playing that, they had their batting stance down. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you go back, just go back in the hard drive. You know what I'm talking about. All right, let's look at Pepe. Sorry, I'll look at Pepe and then I'm gonna go. Unless you guys want me to keep continuing to me here to listen to me run my mouth, and we can chart at the same time. Pepe looks really damn good right now. Oh my God. Look at this. It's like in that channel. So nice. Look at that. Boom. Hit that line. Hit that line right there on the weekly. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Just break it up into the all-time high. That's a 3x right there. And dude, I think we're just gonna like sail. Like Pepe is still like sound. I think Pepe's sound. And I have this feeling that we are going to just freaking crush it. Like we're gonna get up into this channel right here. Along with Dogecoin, it's gonna run with Doge. We're gonna get like a freaking 10x Pepe. We're gonna get a 10x Doge. And it's gonna be freaking glorious. Yeah, this is fantastic. No, don't do that. Just buy Pepe. Keep your other coins because those might go up really nice too. You never know. And that's what I have to learn that lesson because I always did that and it never worked. Every time I sold the coin that I was like to go and swap for another coin, the coin that I sold would go up. Don't you know that? That's the running joke of crypto swappers and rotators is that like you swap one coin for the other and it's just like whack-a-mole, you know. Just buy and hold. And there's not time to sell yet until we get looking here. You want to know what time it is to sell? Because actually, even though people make fun of Litecoin, here you go. You want to know when you need to be selling your your coins in an alt season, a bull market? If Litecoin is at $235, excuse me. If Litecoin is at over $200, or in a range of being over $200, we're probably in some like go time, okay? For like things already have been pumping. So I have this, like when Litecoin's here, I'll look at my portfolio and be like, all right, that looks good. I'm like, all right, it looks good now. I'm not going to think down here that my alts and everything are just like, you know, oh, they look great. No. I'm going to wait up here. Because if we've had 2 alt seasons and we've had all other seasons before that just be Bitcoin and maybe a few other coins, then I think these cycles here and this cycle here did the same damn thing, all like with different tech, different narratives, but still Litecoin went up here. So what does that tell me? We're not close yet. We're not even near close. So you have plenty of time to earn, like try and slap a extra paycheck or I don't know, sell something. Find some stuff around the house that you don't care about and try and sell it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to find everything around that I'm like, yeah, I don't really like that. Do I need that card? Nah. No. I need more ticker Bitcoin. That's what I need. Yeah, just make sure you're buying the right Bitcoin. Headband thinks that's never going to happen. He's like, normies retail they're never going to mistaken ticker Bitcoin for the real Bitcoin. Dude, the thing's called Bitcoin. There's nothing else when you type in Bitcoin that comes up on Coinbase. Now when you type in Bitcoin on Coinbase, Bitcoin, it doesn't come up as Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu like, or HPOS like some other exchanges list it. It comes up as Bitcoin. Dude, there's gonna be thousands of people that are gonna buy that and be like, yeah, I was hearing about this Bitcoin. And they were like, Jimmy, do you realize what you've done? You bought $30,000 of Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. And he's going to go, no. But lo and behold, you made a massive mistake. No, you might have in-gamed yourself. That's what you did. You did. These people that are going to buy this token, they didn't even realize that they're in-gaming themselves. Let's get all this crap off the chart. So I just want to let you guys know the first resistance point of us getting to the all-time high of ticker Bitcoin is going to be getting to the about $550-600 million market cap area. So if you're curious about ticker Bitcoin, you know, we make the jokes and stuff like that, but really, truly, the chart is strong. The chart's strong, the trend's strong, the community's strong. The devs are working. Everyone was fudding the devs, but you know, I think they're actually doing a pretty good job. Yeah, there's BTC, Dunkin' Donuts, then there's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the ticker. Bitcoin is not Starbucks. Ticker Bitcoin is Beancoin. That's what it is. I'm trying to get all the ticker Bitcoin holders to be bullish Beancoin. That's the name of the. I mean, that's also That's the look at that. Dre's coming in hot. He's like, I'm coming here for the Aster. I'm coming here for your. He's like, Dre's like, I'm coming here for your Aster, sir. Coming here for your Aster, sir. Sorry, I can't stop saying that now. Okay. All right, we'll chart. Well, we can't chart it on Apex because it got on here too late. So we gotta chart it on. We gotta chart it on here. We gotta chart it on. Not on Binance either. Where was it listed first? Where was Aster listed first? In terms of like big exchanges, which one did it go on first so we can get a little bit more data? Maybe did Bybit pick it up first, or OKX, or Gate? I mean, Gate's usually pretty quick. Okay, yeah, so we got the weekly chart. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got 4 weeks of some data here. And yeah, I mean, it's just been on a tear. It's been on a tear. There was some high liquidity here, nice liquidity buy here, nice wick drop test to these support levels. We have a support that is obvious, that is built up here around the order block. Nice hits here on this line. This is great support. So, $1.72, I would look as some potential entries. We could get a quick wick down here again, just like we saw right here. It could bing bong around. It can go like this. And then try and test up here to that all-time high. then we get to the next level. So you kind of have to watch out for some of that consolidation for the fact that it has been going up a lot. And we revealed some news recently by using the Apex Omni AI summary for Aster, is that there is a airdrop and a unlock coming soon, which is going to potentially affect the price. It could be sold off. It could have a temporary flash dip, and then we can kind of see where it goes from there. But it is heavily propped up, and so for that reason, it could just keep continuing to go up. But the risk is that we have token unlock scheduled that shows 18% of circulating supply entering the market. That's a big amount of supply. DeFi Llama wash trading allegations correlate with a price drop of 7% in 45 minutes. So there's a little bit of controversy coming up along with Aster. And so just have to kind of see how it goes. Right now, I'm not focusing on Aster at all. I'm focusing on Apex. I was already bullish on Apex, so it's cool that I was kind of already in the mix. And now I think the volume is really actually starting to come and arrive in Apex. And this is the Bybit offshoot. This is actually funded by Bybit, this Apex Omni. And I've really liked it. I've enjoyed it so far. But yeah, so Aster, I don't know, that should, hopefully that helps. That's your pullback. I mean, that would be the pullback, is just that wick right there. That's a nice liquidity grab. They could pull it back here again, going into that unlock. And it could do this nice little, wrecked W pattern here. And test back into that. But that would be a great buy zone. And also we do have some, we got to not forget there's some support here as well. So if we break through this and it gets a little bearish, then that would be the quick wick, and we would test a little lower and then try and kind of bounce around and try and break another new all-time high. Yeah, so that seems pretty good. But I mean, this is the thing with these particular coins. Like, even though there is this happening, it could just continue to go up. And I could show you maybe with the RSI. The RSI probably, it did diverge a little bit. Like we have a little bit of a divergence. Not strong, but have to. You see where we were got a little oversold, but it held. See, even though it got a little overbought up here, it kind of still held. It's just kind of been chinging chonging, doot. So it could get really strong and start to get up here. I mean, it could just go boom and just hit and just wreck people because they think they're going to try and get that entry, and it goes to $3.20. $104 miles per hour. Dang, dude. Imagine that getting you, dude, in the leg. Or just hitting you in the helmet. Woo! When I played little league baseball when I was 9. Or no, I was a lot younger than that. No, I was 8. Yeah, I was 7 or 8. This big dude, I don't even think he had to have been 5 years older than everyone. He was the pitcher. Threw this mega fastball, and it clocked me right in the side of the head, and it knocked me out for a good minute and a half, 2 minutes or so. I was out. I was just out cold, and then I got up and ran to the base. You do not want to get hit with a fastball. It's not fun. It knocked, I mean, luckily I had a helmet. It hit me on the, like on the helmet, but dude, it like about knocked my helmet clean off and I was like, boop. That's probably why, that's what's wrong with me. Now, that's maybe why I don't take profits. I'm wondering what the hell, where did that come from? All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Thanks for hitting that like button. We got up to 10 likes. That's, you know, not too bad. I still think YouTube is totally blackball and shadow banning me. Yeah, if you're that baseball, man. I was wondering what went wrong. What went wrong? Too many falls on the skateboard and hit with the baseball. All right, well, love you guys. Thanks for coming in. Have a good night, and we will see you on the next one. We'll see you at the normal time tomorrow. We'll see you at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll hope to see you there. Peace out. Now, a word from our non-sponsors.
This token is the end game. It's the shitcoin of shitcoin. I mean, imagine telling your coworker you're quitting because Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you coin. Boom! Imagine the media reporting on Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you. Ticker is Bitcoin, breaking 1 billion market cap. Now, unless you hate money, go ahead and visit
HPOSNI.com.